But yes, today I've already done a lot of grinding in Tartarus. Everyone is at least level 24, with Makoto and Fuka being the exceptions because they're always going to be in the party. Persona-wise, I think I have most of what I need. If I need to switch out any personas, then I will just go to the the Velvet Room. But I have lots of money, and we still need to sell some stuff. So I believe I have plenty of what is needed, and we can now go back to the real world. But how is everyone's lovely Saturday going? I haven't done much today. I've just woken up, edited some videos, did some other work and whatnot. But now we have Fuka in the party officially. So the next time we have a story mission, Fuka will now be part of our little regime, and so that's good. Already her new abilities in Tartarus are amazing, so I love that. Do you want to stop for tonight? Yep, we are calling it quits for today. Alright, please get a good night's rest, everyone. I just found out I have a final exam next week. I need to sweat. Oh my god, there's already finals happening? I thought school just started like a month ago.
Morning.
I guess depending on what, if you're doing quarter or trimester, semester, I guess. But damn. Oh, I feel like Potato, you always have exams going on. Sad. I guess it's true that there have been fewer cases of apathy syndrome after our missions. But then again, that changes as we get closer to the next full moon. By the way, what do you think of Kirijo-senpai? They're always in part. Yukari always feels so awkward around her, I forget. Don't you think she sort of pushed Fuka into joining too quickly? I mean, I will agree with that, Yukari. But, I mean, Fuka really wanted a change in her life, so I guess so she was fine with it, really. I know it's nice to have more Persona users around, especially in battle, but something just doesn't feel right. I don't know why I have a blanket on me. It's kind of hot today. Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
All right, the teachers. Okay, so the next story event is gonna happen mid-July. We have a whole month of doing stuff today. So today, as usual, I'm gonna plan to do all the daily things and then main story, and then leave Tartarus for later. Our language can be awfully complex. Don't you hate when you know the meaning of a word, but you can't remember the word itself? This feels like a good time for a spontaneous question. I haven't really warmed up fully, so, sorry, scuffed voices. Let's see. Junpei's shifting in his seat a bit too much, so instead...
Listen.
How about you, Yuki-kun? Which phrase means able to see things for what they really are? Keen eye. Oh wow, not a single person chose the others. The answer is keen eye.
Yep, exactly.
That's correct. You may very well have a keen eye yourself. It's not cheating if the game lets you do it, just saying. Alright. Having a keen eye means you're able to see things for what they really are. It can also help you make good decisions for your future. That goes for the rest of you too. You need to learn how to look past the surface. Otherwise, you'll grow up to be superficial. Sleeping Silk, hello! I'm doing great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? Today's a very bright day where I am at. So I have energy. It may not sound like it, but I do have energy. It's just because I haven't really spoken a lot today, and I forgot to do vocal warm-ups. But I'm doing great. How about you? Everyone in the class is looking at me with respect. Give me academics. I need. Okay. So we have multiple things. Okay. Let me first go to town. We're gonna sell everything that I got in Tartarus. And I should be bucket loads of rich after this. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
But we're also gonna need to spend a lot of money today as well. So, ooh, I got a lot of things. Okay. Don't think there's anything I specifically want to keep, so let me just sell all these.
Wanna bulk?
Sell.
Sure.
Ooh,
That's
look
a
at that. And then I'll sell our old weapons. Not these ones, because these are specialized weapons. I'll get rid of this pixel vest since no one's wearing it. These I usually like to keep until a little bit closer to the end of the game. Can't believe I only got 40,000. That was it. Okay. Next I'm going to go to Elizabeth, and she's got some requests for me. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna accept potent medicine. Oops. That said, I would like you to negotiate with the master of the nurse's office and bring me that potent medicine. Okay, so I've grabbed that. A lot of these I have to do kind of as we go, since there's a lot. Okay, and then Elizabeth dates also, we'll need to make time for those later. Okay, now that we had that requested, all good. Sunny here too. Rare for UK in January. It's not January, it's February. Bro's a bit behind. You're a bit behind, bruh. But no, I know what you mean. After so much cloudy weather, for it to be sunny is a bit change of mood. Okay, let me see. Where's the nurse's office? It's over here. All right, we're gonna enter. It's a nurse's office. Come to think of it, asked me to get her some potent medicine. So we enter our creepy nurse's office, the one who's really wacko. Oh, I totally didn't catch that. I'm a little sleep deprived. Yeah, bruh. January was like 10 days ago. You're 10 days behind. What brings you to the nurse's office? What? You want some potent medicine? I can't just give you potent medication whenever you want. Haven't you heard of the Pharmaceutical Affairs Law? You think students really know about that? It's an emergency, and you absolutely, without a doubt, need my medicine. Okay. But if you're lying to me, I'll curse your kneecaps so they'll crack every waking moment. Well, here you are.
Okay, then.
This is a special medicine I brewed myself, but I don't know if I would call it potent.
All right.
You got what you wanted, so off you go now. He's so whack. Okay, now that we have that potent medicine, let's go back to the mall. And let's give this to Elizabeth. I will be doing Elizabeth quests as the playthrough goes on, but I've just been trying to manage the time, and luckily a lot of them I don't have to do right away. I want to look fashionable. Oh, I've heard that all humans are greatly fixated on their appearance. Therefore, I'd like to try my hand at dressing up as well. If you don't mind terribly, could you please bring me a fashionable item that would suit me? I believe you can find something in a place where people often gather to mingle. I've been looking forward to it.
By all means.
Okay. Before I do that... Oh, something fell. I gotta grab it. Okay. What else do we need? I brought you your medicine, gal. Now, this better wake you up and make you strong. Technically, I guess I got this illegally, and the teacher gave me drugs for free. We broke the law, everyone. It seems you've completed a request. One moment, please, while I check. I see. So this is the infamous medicine. Let me have a taste. Right now. Girl? Oh my. What an electrifying sensation! Potent indeed. However, it is well-balanced components prevent it from being truly lethal.
How splendid!
The master of the nurse's office must be incredibly skilled. Please take this as your reward. And I got a steel pipe. Okay, that seems like it's gonna go on Junpei. Okay, 800 shadows. 20% of fusions? Gosh. Jack Frost doll. See if 3? Sheesh. Oberon, a beef bowl. Do I even have this beef bowl? I'll have to buy it.
So bright and colorful.
Like different drinks. I think I'm in the process of doing that. I will show her around the mall in a second. And then she wants to like fresh bowl. Okay, cool. But we will complete those as we go, don't worry. Okay. Anything else? I will leave and let us... Oh, what's up, girl? What's up?
Good day. Here are my requests.
Oh, just if I want to hang out with her. Got it.
Very well.
I will do that a different day. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, let's go back to school. And I think I'm pretty sure we can go back and see the nurse and actually drink his medicine again. Since we just had a Tartarus visit. Give me some medicine, bro. I'm tired. I was fighting monsters all night. Now, what do we have here? You seem rather tired. Is it a wound, a virus, a curse, or maybe love? This is the perfect opportunity to test my new concoction. As weird as this guy is, at least he can be kind of entertaining to voice. Except his lectures. His lectures I hate. Here, try this. It has bitter mugwort, poison carrot, henbane, jujube. Is that how you pronounce that? Rabbit's foot, etc., etc. Even Hakusan's finest alchemist would be astonished by these ingredients. I shall improve your condition right here and now.
All right.
Now, drink this. Come on, bottoms up. Yes. Gather the courage and drink the poison in it from that poison carrot. Oh, keep knocking on my microphone. I downed the strange medicine, but nothing seems to have changed.
Good.
Phew. Well done. Whether or not it works is inconsequential. You survived. You're right. You've already emptied your cup, but cheers to your bravery. I took it like a shot glass. That's what I did.
Okay then.
Saturn is calling. Oh boy. Oh boy, sir. Okay. Next, make sure you got a chariot persona, and I do. I have Captain Kid, and we are going to hang out with Kazushi today. Okay, let's see. Did he text me? He did. Perfect. So let me just skip travel to meet up with him. I don't think we're going to be completing any social links fully this stream, but we are going to be getting very close to a lot of late event social links. Alright, Captain Kid, spend time with the track team. Alright, Kazushi, have you figured out your issue with your knee? Because you're not here again today. No sign of Miyamoto. Oh, he actually texted this time. Who'd have thought? Or not.
Hey, I just got a text from Kaz. It's for you, but he wanted you to know ASAP, so he texted me too. It says, come to Iwatorai Station. What is that guy thinking? He's today too.
Tisk tisk, Kazushi. But we know the end. We know the reason. But it sucks that he's not telling anybody because everyone's just thinking it's slacking off. You gotta fix it, bro. You gotta tell the truth eventually.
Whoa, where's the fire?
What fire? What do you mean? You didn't tell me to bring fire.
Was pissed, wasn't she? I've missed a lot of practice lately. I should have told you last time, but my x-ray results, the muscles and tendons around my knee are inflamed. The doctor said if I keep pushing it that I won't be able to walk anymore.
Just tell the truth,
Said
sir.
I strained it too hard during practice. So freaking stupid. I want to win, so I have to practice.
Okay, so, unfortunately, we have to, like, tell him, like, we have to encourage him a little bit. I think he should rest, but...
Yeah, you're right. Every minute, every second counts. I can't waste any more time. Promised I'd win at next year's meet and become the #1 athlete in Japan.
And then, why go so far? What is the reason behind all of this motivation, sir?
Because it's not just about me. My nephew got into an accident, and his legs got messed up.
Every social link has this, like, really deep moment that I appreciate.
He might be able to recover. He says the rehab hurts too much, though, so he doesn't want to do it. He's only 5, you know? There's still so much he hasn't done yet. So I made a deal with my nephew. Just, don't laugh, okay? If I become #1 in Japan, he'll agree to go through rehab. That's why I have to win this meet, so I can make it to nationals.
Every social link there is Truckcoon. Oh my god, I swear. There's more Truckcoon incidents in this game than any other Persona game, but the fact that they still keep doing Truckcoon even in future Persona games pisses me off. I get so mad. It's like, come on, Ellis, that's the one bit of writing you really need to drop. But the answer here is, what about your knee? We have to believe he can win. We just have to worry about his health.
Caring, man.
Let's not doubt him. He's very determined. It means a lot to him.
Sorry for all the trouble I've caused. And for all the depressing conversations. It's really tough keeping it all bottled up. You were the only one I could talk to.
I really appreciate Persona 3 goes very deep with their social links. All of them have like a very good, realistic reason for doing what they do. And it's not just like surface level. Not saying that the other games are surface level, but these ones going deep. Alright, rank 6 for Chariot.
Yuko has good instincts when it comes to this stuff, so she might say something to you. Tell her to come talk to me if she does. I don't want to drag you into this any deeper.
I parted ways with Miyamoto and went back to the dorm. Yeah. I do enjoy almost every social link here. There's only 2 that I don't enjoy, and I've already said it was Nozomi and Yuko. But we'll see if they make them better in this game. Alright. So tonight... where did I save at here? Okay, so tonight we are once again gonna be very responsible and work at our part-time job. Or actually, I want to see if I can grab a Jack Frost by chance. 3 of them, if anything. I forgot how deep they go into the mental health and angle in this game. Exactly. It's like really insane. Like even like someone like Maiko's, who's a little girl, like even her, the situation that she has going on with her parents, it's so relatable. So many people these days can relate to it. It's still a Ganesha Bank. There's no Jack Frost just yet. Sag! Okay. There still have not been any new Twilight fragments showing up from what I've seen. They've just kind of been here. Okay. I don't know if I can name a single social link that, even though like same thing, even though Yuko and Nozomi are my least favorites, they have their moments where they are also same thing. They go in and they're relatable. I mean, I don't really enjoy Chihiro's character that much, but same thing. She has a nice story. The old couple. Oh my god, I love the old couple. Yeah, everyone just... Okay. Maybe Hermit is a little whack, but at least it's funny. At least it's funny. Alright, we're gonna work out our part-time job. For a script from 26, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like... like, this type of representation in media has been around for a while. I don't... Like, even in some early... Not like early video games, but once they started actually writing stories for video games, like, writers don't hold back, man. Writers will use everything in their power to, like, spread a message or, like, a call to action, basically. That's, like, the natural, I feel, the writing of authors these days is they write not only to tell a story and be creative, but also a call to action, I think. Or, like, spread awareness, either or. Spend time at the cafe. And we are going to work part-time here for our charm and courage to raise up. Alright, we've already seen this scene like multiple times. Give me my money. Give me my courage and my charm. Okay. Now it is the 16th. I'm gonna see if I can get through these daily stuff a little bit quicker because the last stream was quite long for doing daily stuff. Oh, there you are. Good timing. There's something I have to tell you. From now on, you no longer need my permission to go to Tartarus. Yeah. I mean, Fuka said we can just go.
Yes.
Video game writing was spotty at best until recently, until a few exceptions. I do think that, like, they did try for a really long time. But I think with how detailed they could go really started to surface a lot more recently. I feel like in a lot of video game video games that try to touch on these topics, the most that they could do is just touch up on it. Like actually going into depth. I think maybe they didn't want to write about any like what do you call it? Misrepresentation. So I feel like the way Persona 3 works, despite the fact that they're telling multiple real life mentally issued stories, but yet it's still like represented pretty accurately, is like really hard to pull off, and you really have to know what you're writing about. So I think that's why it's felt spotty in the past, not because people couldn't talk about it, but it was like, how do we write it to fit with our stories without it feeling like kind of forced or represented correctly, I think. But I did tell her not to let go if I'm... Wait, I did tell her not to let you go if I'm not available. Or Akihiko, for that matter. Just in case something unexpected happens. So please, keep that in mind. One more thing. Could you set aside some time tonight? It won't take long. Alright then. I'll see you later. I started writing my own fiction a few years ago. Since getting better, I kind of realized a lot of the games I like didn't have good moment-to-moment writing. Persona 3 feels authentic compared to a lot of stuff. I agree. Yeah. I think they really... They had the writers who could write things very authentically. Rather, like... Because it's one thing to want to write about it, a society issue, I guess. But to actually write it in a way that people will feel for it or understand it or communicate it can be challenging if you don't really get it yourself, I guess, or if you haven't seen it or experienced it. I don't know. Like, I had a period of time where I thought I wanted to take up creative writing, but when I would get to things like that, it's like I don't think I could ever write about deep stuff like this, because it's like I don't want to just write it for the sake of trying to represent. I want it to be authentically represented. And I mean, I don't really have that much interest in creative writing. It's just like, oh, let me write something and see what happens if I'm actually good at it. But I was like, no, I can't write about the things that I would like to write about because it's not good representation. Okay, so today is the 16th. What did I write down what we're gonna do today? We're gonna hang out with Kenji. Okay, I do have a magician persona. I do. I have Jack-o'-lantern and Zoro. Hello, Kenji. Oh, Yuki. You want to grab ramen, right? Sure. But he feels like he's a bit conflicted about something. As for writing what you know, authors that do tend to fare better in creating more relatable stories. Exactly. Yeah. I feel like nowadays people want to see more representation stories, but don't do it. But like, some people forget that not to do it just for the sake of showing representation, I guess. You gotta be authentic about it.
Sorry, man, but I've got to pass this time.
You having girl trouble? Okay, here I can choose anyone.
I'm just so torn. I really do want to hang out with you.
But you want to go see your girlfriend?
No time for ramen today. I gotta go check out that cram school. I mean, getting into college is pretty important, don't you think? You think about the future too.
Oh yeah, I forgot Kenji has this little bit. I got plans already. Yeah, more than you do, not even a little. Well, let's reassure him that what he's thinking is right, you know?
Oh, dude, I didn't know you were so serious about your future. I never really thought about my future until Emiri told me I should. She said I'd end up a loser if I didn't.
See, here's another thing. Putting this pressure on young people to have their future figured out, I feel like it has very different... Okay, here's my take on this. I think that we really shouldn't be forcing teenagers or like people that haven't really experienced the world to make such life-changing decisions so young. But at the same time, previous generations have been a lot more vocal about decisions that they made when they were younger that they either regret or that they don't feel that they ever felt that they fit into. And it's been expressed through like younger generations seeing the effect that's done on them. or like other older generations coming out and say it. So like, okay, back in the day, I've heard this from like my own parents and other older generations. They say that I would choose to like stick with this corporate job because it was safe and that's what everyone did, or like I chose to get married and have kids because that's just what everyone was doing. That's the way you live life. And you know, I'm sure like in regards to like people choosing to get married and have kids because that was what everyone did, I think we can all name a bunch of different parents in our lives or other people's lives that probably should not have gotten married and have kids, or people going into certain jobs that maybe that they ended up not liking, but yet they spent their entire life working towards because it was safe. And I think this is kind of difficult because yes, I don't think that we should be forcing at least like super young teenagers, people whose brains aren't fully developed, to make these decisions. However, knowing what we want early can be beneficial. Like, how do I phrase this? It's like, I know what I want to do with my life, and I know for a fact that I don't want to just take the safe route because I know I'm not going to be happy later on in life. Because taking the safe route is what people used to do just because that's what they did, but then they're not happy later on in life. And if I am aware of that now, then maybe I can better redirect where I want to, what life decisions I want to make. So that way I don't regret it when it's either too late or later down the line. So I'm like conflicted because it's like, yeah, as a teenager, I could not have made the decisions with my life that I have now as a young adult. But as a young adult, I still want to be aware of what I want now. So that way it doesn't affect me negatively in the future, if that makes sense. We need to foster independent thinking about what they want to do rather than laying out set paths for them. I think that's what it is too. When you let someone be independent, then and like kind of figure out different paths when they're young, then that's okay. But if you're telling someone, hey, you need to figure out what you want to be doing when you're this age, or you need to figure out what you want to be doing at this point in life, or like you have to be stable by this point, then that's a little bit difficult, because then that puts pressure on people to make a decision without really thinking about what's going to happen later. So it's very, how do you say? It's very, I don't know. I feel like I have like different views of opinion on this. Because don't force people to make a decision, but also recognize what you want early on and how you want to achieve that early on, or know different paths and know what's going to fit for you. And yeah, I hope like what I'm saying is coming across right. It's fine. It's a fine line. Yeah, it's a very fine line. I mean, obviously as a teenager I knew it was like, oh, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to study and I'm going to get a job. But then as a young adult, I'm like, okay, well, I've studied and I've went to college, but that's not the only option for me. I can try to do other things. And I know for a fact, like, I haven't even thought about marriage or kids. Like, I'm nowhere near wanting to make that decision, but it's a good thing because back then, people were already having kids at my age, and I'm like, no thanks. I'm not ready for that. I need to figure more stuff in my life first before I just jump into that, because then I'm gonna be depressed.
But the future's a long way off. I mean, I still have to go to college first, right?
I mean, you can go to college if you want to. Nowadays, it's proven you don't have to go to college, but it's still a safe option, you know. It's probably the safest option, but you don't have to. But don't not go to college just because you don't want to. Like, actually have a plan. If you're not gonna go to college, then what are you gonna do instead? Basically. I feel like our relationship is stronger now. See, what I also like here about Kenji is here. The first couple of interactions you have with him, it seems just like he's a normal teenage boy. He just wants a girlfriend. He just seems, you know, like your normal homie. And then the more you get to know him, you realize he has these really life-changing, life decision, mature thoughts as well. Not all, I mean, sure, like the fact that he's attracted to his teachers is a bit questionable, but he has his own qualities to him as well.
Later. I'm heading to cram school.
I went to college and it was worth it for the experience and I enjoyed my subject, but I couldn't get any jobs with it that I could without it. Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, honestly, if you enjoyed the experience and you feel like you got a lot of worth out of just being in college, then I think that still holds some worth. Even if you're having trouble with using that degree for jobs, if you feel like that whatever experience you got in college helped you grow as a person, then that's still worth it, I think. I went back to the dorm by myself.
Welcome back. With that, we have all the second years.
All right, Mitsuru. What is your next plan? Because this seems Tartarus related.
So, what exactly are we all here for?
I had planned to give Yamagishi a tour of the dorm, but I realized I never actually showed it properly to any of you since you moved in. I apologize for that. I'd like to take this opportunity to make it up to you all.
I'm gonna be an asshole here. Come on, Mitsuru.
It couldn't hurt to do it anyway, just in case.
It's not the only way to grow, but I think it leads a sense of familiarity whilst transitioning into early adulthood. That's another thing too. Did I don't know if I would say my college did a good job of preparing me for my job, but it is worth it for like the connections that I made, the people that I met, and then I definitely do feel like I grew better as a person from being in college and being around like other people also in college and experiencing the same things. Like, I mean, my college experience was a little tainted due to COVID, but I still feel like I got a lot of worth just from being in college, I would say. Even if even if my program was really bad at prepping me for the real world, but and a lot of what I learn nowadays is self-taught, and a lot of what I use in my job today no longer applies, or everything that I learned in college no longer applies today. That's what I meant.
Oh, come on! I'm getting by just fine. In fact, I know the place so well, I could give you a tour myself.
Junpei, you are like the
You'll make
newest
a
person
great
here other than
assistant
Fuka.
then. Humor me a bit, won't you? With the
Forgot about
increase in
COVID's
numbers, I'd
impact?
like to expand our
Yeah. COVID, yeah. It definitely took away a bit of my college experience, but oh well. Couldn't really do anything about that. Graduated before it hit.
Sweet!
Man,
What, we gonna get,
COVID
like,
hit for me. I like kind of
maybe
what
a
what
sit-down?
I was hoping would be the important years of my college life, but oi.
You are so stupid.
We'll just have to see now, won't we? With that, let's begin. Yamagishi, follow me.
Dun dun dun. Fuka.
Setting this up
I actually think I like this new Fuka voice. The old one did always sound kind of old.
This is the communal kitchen.
Not in a bad way, but I just never felt like it fit her.
so clean now. I didn't realize the kitchen was so big.
I was planning to do this earlier, but with April's shadow attack and ensuing investigation,
April's
just couldn't find
shadow.
time. It should be far more accessible now. You're free to use any of the kitchenware here.
Covert turned to a really expensive library membership. The old one kind of sounded stilted. Yeah, I know what you mean by stilted. She did sound like kind of monotonous at times. I don't think anyone like who has a very different voice had a very bad previous voice. Fuka's, I'm more so glad for the change, and then I have Akihiko where I'm like, oh, I think I prefer the old one, but I still need to hear more. But I like, and same with Yukari actually. I think I still prefer Yukari's older voice, but I don't think this one is bad either.
Do you all cook your own meals?
Sometimes.
I've seen Akihiko in here from time to time.
He mostly gets beef bowls, and I assume Junpei probably eats ramen a lot.
We used to have someone who cooked with some frequency. that.
I'm gonna think of it. I only ever come here to get hot water. What about
Like,
you?
I think Fuka's old voice, I feel like that's not the voice of someone who would probably feel insecure with themselves, I think. I don't cook. I go out to eat because I have so much money.
I guess if you're only cooking for one, it doesn't really save that much money anyway. It's hard to use up everything you buy before it goes bad. Might as well just eat out at that point.
Is that true?
Wow, Yukari-chan. Does that mean you know how to cook?
But what if you just made like a bunch of leftovers for yourself and eat it every day?
I guess, but I'm no chef.
I mean, yeah, then I guess
It's
you
been
would
a
get
while, and I
kind of
have
tired
my
of the
fair
food at
share
that
of
point.
embarrassments. But with a kitchen this big, I think a couple people could work together in here.
Very clear there was some voice matching going on with some of them with a tad of their own flair, which is good. I definitely think that when they casted most of these people, they did try to voice match them. Junpei's recast is perfect. I love it. Mitsuru's is also pretty good. Like, honestly, when I had heard that they were probably going to recast all the voice actors, I was like, you know, Allegra Clark would actually kind of fit as Mitsuru, and boom, she got the role. I don't know every voice actor's name. I know Yuri Lowenthal was the old voice actor for Makoto, and they've replaced with Alex Lee, and I think they're both good. I think Alex Lee's a good voice actor, especially he has a lot of experience in screaming and yelling as his role in Zenitsu, so he does them pretty well. Fuka's is really good. I have to hear Ken's. I think from the couple clips that I've seen of Ken's voice actor, I think I might prefer the old one, but same thing. I have to hear it. Shinjiro's doesn't sound too different to me, actually. They sound really similar. It's same thing. I'm still am hesitant to warm up to Akihiko just because he feels kind of too edgy for my liking, but I know, I trust the voice actor because his voice actor I know is a good voice actor, so.
We can have the work, but double the flavor, you know? I should try it next time.
Bulk cooking W, especially with a gym schedule. Oh yeah, especially if you go to the gym, you eat a lot more. If I invite someone to cook, we could use this kitchen to make something. Oh, this is new.
Moving right along then.
Here's where we all hang.
This is the lounge. Well, I suppose it requires no further explanation.
You lounge here.
Wait, is that a DVD player? When did that get here?
DVD player. I don't even get excited
That's mine.
over
I brought
TVs
it with
these
me from
days.
home.
I don't even watch TV.
Bit of an old
I just
model,
use...
though.
I just call them monitors nowadays. I don't even say TV anymore. I say monitor. Because I don't watch TV. Thank you. I can watch movies here.
It's no problem at all. It was a broken one to begin with, but I was able to fix it. So I hoped you all might get some use out of it.
The sofas
Thank
here
you,
are pretty
Fuka.
comfy. It'd be a perfect place to sit back and watch.
Trying to fix my mic. Hold on.
Oh, maybe
It's a
this
bit
would be a
loose
good
around
place.
some
There's
places.
some movies I've been wanting to see, but I'd rather not watch them alone.
What's this? Is Yucatan afraid to watch horror flicks?
I totally watch TV with companies these days. Me too. I feel like I'll watch TV if a very interesting show comes out, but very rarely do I actually show interest in watching a TV show. Even if I choose to watch anime, it's on my computer. I don't like turn on my TV and go to... I don't pay for any streaming services because that's how often I do not watch TV. I'll just sign into someone else's account sometimes and then just watch from there. But it's very rare that I'll watch anything. Even anime, I'm pretty slow on watching, not gonna lie.
It's quite a shocker to see your soft side. Hard to imagine you're even the same person.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Wait, what did I say? I take it back. I didn't mean anything by it, I swear.
I think last year I only watched
Got
one
some
TV show.
nerve, Junpei.
And then the year before that was Arcane, I think. And that was the only TV show I watched, actually.
You better watch your back next time we go to Tartarus.
Yukari-chan, you're kind of scaring me.
Agreed, I slowed down on anime. The last thing I watched was the Attack on Titan's finale. My big anime run through was when I was in high school. And then after that, I just kind of stop. I didn't stop watching anime, but I watched it a lot less. Probably mostly just because of time management. And then if I had free time, most of the time I would spend it either napping or scrolling online rather than watching TV. Because I know sometimes if I watch a TV show, I'm going to binge it and I'm going to waste so much time and I'm going to lose sleep and whatnot. So sometimes I would avoid watching TV knowing that as well.
Oh, by the way, Kirijo-senpai, are we allowed
It's
to
such a
borrow
time
those
sink.
books on the
Exactly.
shelf in the back?
Of course. Those books were donated by residents of the dorm. I peruse them from time to time myself.
This area is pretty sweet. Nice and quiet. And let me tell you, those chairs are mwah, soft. When I cozy up here with a good book,
Junpei.
I end up reading way late into the night.
All you read is manga.
What's wrong with that, Yukari?
I think manga is a
I actually don't really read
respectable
manga that much
literature.
either.
Maybe
I
try
mean,
reading
I'll
here
read
as well.
manhwas, but I've also slowed down on
People are
manhwas
always
recently
coming and
too.
going from the lounge, so I could see this place being less distracting.
Think I'll be able to focus and read a book here.
Please
Speed
utilize it
reading.
however you'd like. Any piece of literature is a means of broadening one's horizons.
Aye aye, Captain.
Just one thing, Iori. When you finish a manga, put it back on the shelf. I don't want to see them piled up on tables and chairs.
Rip.
Aye aye.
Jeez. Keep an eye on Junpei so he doesn't make a mess of this place.
Let's keep moving on then.
Got 2 volumes of Berserk for Christmas. Never read it, but looks interesting. I know Berserk is a very heavy series that I will never pick up due to how intense it gets. I do know that the art is very detailed, and I know it's very good. And I do also know that the author had passed away, so his assistants are taking over. And I think they said that they have enough material to finish it. I think. But I remember my friend was telling me, like, before the author passed away, he's like, this series is so good, but the entire fandom is genuinely afraid that he's gonna pass away before the series is over because of how long each update takes, and also like the health conditions of the author as well. And I was like, oh shoot, like, what's gonna happen then? And then when the news of the author passing away dropped, everyone was just like, oh my god, assistants, what are you gonna do? But I do know Berserk is a good series, but it is definitely a bit too intense for me to read.
The chairman wanted to start a small garden here.
Wow! I had no idea there was something like this up here. Is it for growing vegetables? Oh boy, I can hear him now. Eat your veggies. Peas.
That sounds about right. With a terrible smirk plastered on his face.
Those are my potatoes.
I hear you're the one taking care of it. Looks
Yeah,
like
it's my
shaping up quite
potatoes.
nicely.
My little happy
The chairman
potatoes.
was right to put you in charge.
You okay doing this all on your own?
It's no problem. I'm the one who planted them.
Oh yeah? You like this kind of stuff? Gotta admit, looks kind of fun. Maybe we'll be raking in the harvest after a while. When that time comes, let us celebrate.
No. Why is everyone here making puns now? First Ikutsuki. And then, who was the other one? Someone else made a pun. And now it's Junpei. A man sucks to leave behind a work unfinished, but it must have been in his will or something to have it continue without him. Base manga. I think he knew. I think he knew he probably wasn't going to be able to finish it before he passed on. So I think he left enough material for his team to carry it on. But I haven't heard what people think about any new chapters, if they even did put out any new chapters. I don't know. After I heard the mangaka pass away, I didn't hear any other news about it, so I actually don't know what the state of Berserk is right now.
Why don't you use that energy to help him with the garden?
No, if Junpei helps, he's gonna kill them.
Put into this kind of work, the better the results. Cooperating with someone on this may be worth your time.
I might be a bit interested as well.
Having someone help me with the garden might affect the end results. Ooh. I'm gonna bring Fuka up here. I don't trust the rest of any of you.
And that concludes the tour.
Being shown around kinda makes me feel more motivated to make use of those places. Did you get all that? Anything you're still unclear about?
Thanks for the tour.
Good to hear. I hope your stay here is an enjoyable one. As long as all of us remain considerate, the dorm will continue to be a comfortable living space for all. If there's anything you'd like to do here, you may want to invite the others to join you.
Yeah, we're all living under the same roof after all. Better make the most of it.
I've never really done anything like this before, so I'm a little nervous. I'll try my best to enjoy myself here with you all.
Just stay away from Junpei and you'll have a great time here, Fuka.
Welcome to the dorm.
Thanks.
Okay. The next thing I'm gonna do, I think, hold on, I don't want to start the social link, but I want to see if I have to talk to Mr. Tonica. If that ends up taking up part of the day, I will make sure that I reload. Ran into a bit of a snag again. Some of the other investors decided to drop out. But since there are a few investors, everyone will make even more of a profit. So would you mind investing some more? Just 10,000 yen more. That should be plenty. Are you in? Yeah. Take my money. I know what you're doing, sir. My foolish little apprentice. Have you not yet realized that you are being deceived? Everything I've said has clearly been suspicious. Ugh. Ignorance should be a crime. Sure, you have some redeeming qualities, but if you remain this naive, everyone will take advantage of you. Stick with me and I'll show you how to be a winner. Man seems serious. Should I will hang out with you later. Oh my, you throw away this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Oh, what a shame. Ignorance truly is a crime. And oops. Okay, we're not gonna hang out with him today. I just wanted to keep him available and give him the money. But I'm actually going to go back to the dorm and take advantage of what Mitsuru just told everyone about the garden. Because, I mean, they introduced it, so I might as well... Why are you happy? What's this?
Oh.
One of the girls in my class let me borrow a DVD of this show she's been watching. I was thinking about watching it in my room, but it might be better to watch it out here since the TV is bigger. Spending time with your peers in the dorm. At night, you'll have some time to spend with your party members. Doing so might lead to some interesting revelations. Sometimes these discoveries can be helpful in battles, so don't be shy about approaching your teammates. Oh my god, so much new stuff I have to keep track of and putting in the schedules. No, I'm gonna do the garden thing today. Fuka. Okay. Do I have to go to the rooftop and then ask someone to join me? Or... how do I get someone to join me up here? Fuka, let me speak to you. Yuki-kun, is it alright if I help tend to the rooftop planters too? I have actually been interested in gardening for a while now. If you don't mind, could I join you? There we go. While you garden alone, raising vegetables with the help of your friends will result in more plentiful harvests. Veggies raised. Oh, we can use these when we do the cooking thing that Mitsuru just told us, huh?
No.
Yes. Give me some good potatoes. If I bring Junpei, will the quality of my... Oh, I got an achievement. Will the quality of my ingredients go down? Depending on who I bring.
Oh, should we be measuring the pH of the soil? Or monitoring how much sunlight they're getting?
I know that that's important in gardening because when my mom started gardening, she started looking up a lot of like gardening facts and knowledge, and she would talk about that stuff and I'd just be like, I don't know what you mean, but like I know that's important.
I do like flowers and stuff, but I've never really worked with them outside of arrangements. I've always wanted to try putting in the work to grow some though. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to go on about myself like that. Shall we keep working for a bit more? I'll go get some water.
Bow, bow. I was gonna say, Fuka's new voice actor also gives like Haru vibes.
This looks good.
And like the fact that Fuka is gardening with us reminds me so much of Haru because her social link would also involve gardening. Thanks to the care you put in, it looks like it'll be a big harvest.
Do you think you could invite me when you tend the plants again? I'll do more research so I'm in a better position to help out next time too.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever I decide to plant something.